My name is Hazel, and I am your podcast host for Erotique's Tales of a Sex Store. And I am here today with my co-host, Billy McWilliams.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is going to be really fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
Let's jump right in and talk about Ladies' Night.
Perfect. That sounds great to me.
So tell us what you know about Ladies' Night so far.
Okay, so I know that every year, or I'm under the impression that every year, like the Downtown Business Association all gets together and has like a downtown-wide
Right, in Bozeman.
opportunity in Bozeman. Yeah, it has an opportunity for stores to do something playful, to draw in customers and to offer discounts, and it's got a huge amount of popularity in Bozeman, and so it's really good for the businesses. It's really good for people getting like slam dunk discounts across the entire downtown business area. And I know that Erotique has participated for ages.
Yes, in fact,
and it's a blast.
That's exactly right. The fun thing about it is that I didn't sign up immediately for Ladies' Night, so I got an email from them about a week before saying, "Hey, you guys haven't signed up. Please sign up." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I feel like Sally Field. Oh, they like me. They really like me.
Right.
But I think, but what I think it is like, it's actually funner than Valentine's Day because it's a huge bonding thing for women. So we gave away 400 gift packs, which of course includes our famous "I Had an Orgasm in Bozeman, Montana" vibrator. And we ran out. We ran out after 400, and then we included probably 50 or 100 more. I don't know how many, but
that's awesome.
You can't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't get a vibrator." I mean, that's
right.
just not fair.
Right.
So, but the fun thing about it is it's organic. The women are dressed to the nines, and they're out on the town with their girlfriends, and there's a lot of drink specials, so they're a little bit tipsy. But it's a great chance for them to wander in the store. It's packed, hundreds and hundreds of women, and they laugh. It's fun, especially because there's so many little things that happen. Like this woman was came in with her mother and said, "Mom, you've been divorced for 10 years. Get a toy. Try this one."
There you go. Right?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's pretty fun. I told them, I'm like, not every mother-daughter can come into a sex store together. And the fact that you guys have that kind of connection is really, really good. You have a pretty cool mom. Moms love that. Yeah. And you have a pretty cool daughter that's it's not going, "Ooh, Bob, what's that?"
Totally, right. It's like a very these are two adults and they are also, And I don't know, that's great.
Yeah, you can see the bond when they look at each other. It's super fun, super empowering. Right? And the other one is the ones with the women leaders who come in with their girlfriends and say, no, you want this. No, you want that. And it's it's permission for them to have fun with their friends in a way that I find it is relatively gender that way. I don't see men.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see men coming in going, "Come on, broke up with your girlfriend. Let's go pick out a fleshlight."
Totally. I think that it would be healthier if they did that. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally. And when I see it, I really like to point it out. You guys are pretty healthy men. And I do think that's happening with younger men. For sure. I see it. But a long way to go. Long way.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's fun. It's organic. Now, last year, we did something where we blew up a bunch of inflatable penises and women stomped on them. But
oh my gosh, I remember that. That was a blast.
A big penis stomp. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh yeah, it was a great time.
Well, Yeah, I decided not to do it because one, it was really noisy and kind of disruptive. And
Totally.
even though some of the women loved it, some didn't. I had a woman say to me, I like penises. I'd rather them not be stomped. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I could see
Fair
that.
and valid.
Yeah, but on the other hand, sometimes sometimes
Every now and then.
a good heel in a penis is pretty satisfying.
It can really pay too. Like that's how you can pay your bills. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can see that. Um, Stiletto heels for
Mm,
sure,
mm-hmm.
and it's got to be red.
100%. Yeah, Prada,
Yeah,
right?
and maybe they'll kiss, maybe they'll kiss it and make it better, or maybe they won't.
Or maybe they'll get their shoes kissed to make their shoes better. Really, everybody has a different power dynamic in those situations, right? Like
Totally, totally. Yeah. My favorite
good
part is when
times.
like people get each other, they get what each other's trying to do. Oh yeah,
Right.
this is especially like, oh, this is my kink. And like, oh, I'll scratch that itch. That's
Right?
unlocking
Right.
unlocking a new kink for me. Yeah.
Totally.
So
Yeah, I think one of the things that I have been realizing recently, and it's funny because I knew it like academically, right? But in a first-hand way, not to overshare, um, I'm realizing that I have hit a place in my life where I need to be pampered more
yeah,
frequently. Like it's a lot about like, you know,
a,
taking
a
care of
little
myself and making space for myself and the things that are really like um, making me feel like sexual or desired or like
adult.
engaged in sexuality is when other people are taking care of me too. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
The little I adore you kind of things.
yeah,
The
and I'm
pamper kind of
realizing
things. Yeah.
totally, totally, and like it's almost like a flip to the script that I had been living under for a while. Like I used to be kind of like an impact
Uh-huh.
um, bottom, and so it was very like I am
A little
not asking
more
for anything. I am offering things, right?
right. You're giving away freely with no expectation of return, simply
Yeah,
because you want to give that way.
right, right. And so I never thought about it until the script flipped, and now I'm like a little bit astonished that people are like actually excited
Oh,
and eager to give, right? And
right.
to take care
Right.
of.
That's a great sign of your growth, right? When you're
Right,
like,
right.
oh, that's what, again, my favorite part is like when people go, they come up to the store and they're like, oh, I want this toy. And what do you do with it? And I'm like, well, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, but I was
Right,
thinking blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah, your body, do it the way you
right.
want.
One of the things
Yeah,
I used to say when people would ask me that question in the store is, you're only limited by your imagination,
right,
right?
right. Yeah,
Because that's really it, right? Like, I mean, there's
yeah.
obviously like,
Especially when you try out new sensation things, the new sensation things.
yeah. Wait, are you
I,
talking about the brand or like sensory
uh,
exploration?
sensory exploration, yeah.
Okay. I was like, is there a
So
new thing from New Sensations I don't know about?
but it's all about sensation. Isn't that all what sex is? It's like sensation.
Absolutely.
And and then-
Totally.
and in the end, an orgasm is the truth. It's
Mm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
it's exactly how you feel.
Right, right.
Now what gets you there and what you have to do afterwards, that's different. But in its moment, it's exactly what your reality is.
I love that. That's a
Yeah.
really, really good way to look at that. It's a really beautiful way to look at that.
Because it's a self truth.
Yeah.
Even if it's, and even a bad orgasm is great.
I mean, I I don't know. I've had there's like a whole Reddit channel about ruined orgasms. You know what I mean?
True, true, true. That's something that's always baffled me a little bit. It's like, mm, I'm more pro orgasm than like stopping it. Like, for example, I think that like No Nut November, I think that's, well, if somebody wants to do it and feels like it makes them happier, that's great. But from a strictly health and mental health view, I'm not so sure that it's a great thing. It's like
It's a long time for
and
people.
it's yeah, and it's sex negative, right? Now, if you
Maybe I
maybe,
could see how it
yeah,
go either way. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
could see like it would depend on the perspective of the person that was walking into the room for that. You know, like some
sure.
people are like, no, not November, and this is like, you know, there are strict guidelines, and this is like really
This
like
is
no
why,
sexuality,
and
and like the
right now, question is it a net sum then? Because I would say the vast majority of people don't have the sophistication to understand that kind of sexuality.
I
Maybe
would
I'm
say
wrong.
I mean, I think that really depends on the demographic again, because like I know that there's a whole demographic of people that get really into it specifically because of the like huge payoff release that is waiting for them at the end of the month. And so all month long,
Right?
it's like
Denial.
literally every single day of not participating in a sexual act is in
Yeah.
some way inherently a sexual act.
Oh, yeah. Because eventually, nobody ever says I'm never going to have an orgasm the rest of my life, right?
Do nuns?
And it's relative. Do they?
I
No.
don't know. That's an interest. That see, and now we're. I don't know.
No, I don't know. But you know what? I would love to have a conversation with somebody who's into No Nut November and understand and explore the reasons for it. Because
Totally. Well, I was chatting with somebody who was participating in it, um, and so this person is self-identified sissy, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so not only was it no not November, but it was like they were participating fully caged for the entire month.
Wow.
Like didn't have their own key or anything, like permissions to like remove it for cleaning, permission, like, you know, and they live with their partners. So obviously like these permissions were accessible, right?
Sure.
So for healthcare reasons, and like, you know, cleanliness and all of that, it was very like accessible to like deal with things. But for the most part, other than for healthcare reasons, fully caged the entire month. I don't know if that's healthy, but they loved it. You know what I mean? Their partner
Right.
loved it. It was like, and the payoff at the end of November for them was like this big event. It was like they threw a party. There, it
But
was like,
but it's not, November's not over yet.
what am I thinking then?
No Nut November.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, that's no, not November. What's October? Locktober.
Huh. Okay,
Also,
cool.
now I really want to find a nun to ask if they're. I'm sure that the answer to that question is God would forgive you.
Well, the other answer would be, yeah, yeah. Do you really think? I mean, God would not have put the clitoris there without a reason.
Totally.
Right. That's what I usually say to my faith-based folks. It's like, look, it's 11,000 neurons, and it's only there for one thing.
Yeah.
Now, other people tell me that it gives you contractions, which makes the sperm easier to be pregnant. Uh, yeah, maybe. No, I'm sure physiologically there might be a biological aspect to it, but in the end, it just makes a woman want to have sex,
Right. Right. It's more
right?
carrot than stick.
It's more carrot than stick, no pun intended.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. I'm giving you the metal hug. Metal hug.
Mental hug. Mental hug. Thank you so much. And again, this is Tales of a Sex Store. I'm Hazel, and we have my co-host Billy McWilliams.
Happy
Thank you so much,
orgasms.
Billy. Happy orgasm.
Bye.